In this video, we're going to just look at a few analysis tools that we can use in Onshape that are very useful to us. It can be used to check measurements or different items, or even be used to help us with some calculations on some things. And this is going to be a pretty short video because you can always kind of experiment with this as you go along. We just got done modeling the Craftsman screwdriver base in a previous video, and with that we can utilize a lot of the measure tools. Most of the time, anytime you select something in, like for example, if I select this circle, if you look down here in the bottom right corner of your screen, it will communicate like the diameter of certain measurements. Notice how it will also have, you can select multiple items. In order to, like here, if I clicked on this arc, I can actually hold the shift key on my keyboard and click that circle to deselect it. Notice how the length shows up. If I have both of them selected, it shows minimum distance of 0.45. So if I hover over that measurement, you can see what it's measuring. So that dashed line that shows up, that's the minimum distance to get from that circle to the start of that arc, is going to be 0.451 inches. So there's some other things you can do. So same thing, if I click this circle and maybe choose this one, you're going to see the minimum distance is definitely a lot shorter, so 0.096, so to get you from that circle there. If I don't want to see that, I can just hold shift, select what I don't want anymore, and that'll give some of those things. The other thing too is if I just click off of here and utilize the show measure details, I can either select show all for the measure type, or I can select certain things, like for example a radius. And if I just want to select like a circle, notice how it says that no measurements were available for this type of selection. If we select the diameter, we're able to pull a measurement. So some of these things, again, it's based upon software and how all circular features are measured by their diameter. Arcs are usually by their radius. So if I do choose a radius, if I go over here and deselect the circle and choose this, it will, again, not really give me this type of one. So if I also want to select like what kind of unit that it's in, like how many millimeters would this item be, let me go ahead and change over to diameter, or even length. It'll also give me like a converted value for what that would be in millimeters for our particular measurement. If I go back to inches, it'll show me what that is too. So that's the really cool part about utilizing the measure tool in Onshape, is that it allows you to see a lot of different options, as well as here if you want to see how many millimeters that would be. So that's just a little under 10 millimeters in diameter. For us it'd be 0.25 inches for here in the United States. So, or even they have the length or anything like that, or diameter, or 0.125 I should say. So a lot of those measurements you can utilize. Same thing like if you wanted to know the surface area, or even you can even utilize some other options. Like if I select this surface, do surface area, it'll tell me what that area is, so just by what's highlighted and shown. So pretty neat feature, and allows you to get a lot of information that you can utilize. I'm going to select the X on the measure tool, and even then you'll see the most kind of common measurement that you'll find there. If you don't see it down there at the bottom, then you might have to filter that out through that measure tool. But just wanted to show you some of the measuring features that you can use in Onshape, and it might be very helpful as you go forward to make sure, number one, you have some accurate modeling being done, or maybe you need to use some information from the model to do some calculations for painting or coding or anything of that kind of nature. So just depends. Anyway, this video finishes out activity 1.3.4 CAD modeling skills, and we'll be able to take a look at another activity in the ID curriculum, so after this video.